welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new to my channel. So today I just wanted to do a few things in my, I don't know what you would call this. It's a sketchbook, but I use it for collage masterboard. And so you can see I've got some different things on here. This was the back side of a napkin when I tore a napkin off to collage with. This doesn't have anything on it yet. And you'll see that most of them are just plain book page. And so I've got them, they're just right ready for me to do something with them. Like this one, I just threw a napkin on it. So whenever I have book pages left over, I just put them straight into here. And so you can see I have a lot of masterboard pages that I can just tear out and then cut and do something with. I can make them into journal covers, what have you. So what I wanted to do today, I have some more of this type stuff here to put down. So let's just see. Get to a blank page. So this one, when I say blank, it doesn't have any of this stuff on it. So I'm just going to open this up. And some of the things, I've already kind of got some of the stuff like torn out and in this little bag. I'm going to take it out of the bag so it doesn't make a big mess and sound. And some of this is the Tim Holtz collage paper. And some of it is paper napkin. And then I also have the stuff that came in my Your Creative Studio boxes. And so I'm just going to put some of this down. Let me get a little cup to put my Mod Podge in. And I am just using the Mod Podge matte. I have the gloss as well, but I prefer to use the matte. And I just, when I'm doing this, I just pour it into a little container. And I will tell you this, I did break down and buy the actual Mod Podge brushes. Love them. Very happy I did that. So whenever I'm putting these down, I just, again, there's no rhyme or reason to it, because I am going to cut this masterboard up, and then when I cut it up, I actually turn it over to cut it up. I don't look at it when I'm cutting it, because I don't want to see where I'm cutting it, because I don't want to try and figure out where to cut it or anything like that. I want it to be very random. So I'm just putting a few pieces down, and like I said, I have some of the plain white. This is the back side of that napkin, and I'm just going to put it down. And because I like that, number one, I like the texture that it gives. And then like that, it kind of softened it up a little bit. And so that's all I'm doing. Now I will have to grab my little heat tool out and dry this some, and hopefully it doesn't make too much noise. And let's see, let's just put one more down on here, and then we'll dry it real quick. And then when I'm done, maybe we can cut one of them and just see what we can do with it. So hopefully this isn't too loud. This is my little heat tool, and it doesn't take much with because you see I didn't use a lot of the Mod Podge, so it doesn't take much at all to dry it. And you don't even have to do the heat tool. You can just let it set for a minute or so and it will dry. That's the one thing I do like about the matte Mod Podge, is it dries very quick and easy. So let's just go on to this next page here. And I love how I have it in the book, because it just makes it very easy to use and keep up with. And so I'm just going to put some of this down here. And I love this paper. Yeah, I cannot believe I'm actually using it because I have hoarded this stuff. Y'all know I have. But I love the way it looks and the texture that it gives to these pages like this. Let's get into some of the others that I have been hoarding. Y'all know I have. Let's just tear a few pieces of it off. And I do have, it will maybe tomorrow's video. I don't know how many of you guys have seen my little bucket here of all of those little tiny strips of paper that really should have been thrown away, but I just couldn't throw them away. I will show you guys tomorrow what I am going to do with those. Very neat. It's pretty cool actually. And so see, I'm not even like paying attention to where I'm putting it down or anything because it really doesn't matter. Because like I said, I'll be cutting this and I don't know, you know, even if they don't match when I'm putting them on the page, that's fine. Because the thing is, it's not going to be used as one full page. It's going to be tags, it's going to be journal cards. I really don't know what all I will use it for, but I don't use it for just the one, you know, sheet. Let me dry this. I really hope this isn't too loud for you guys. I had thought about fast forwarding through this part of it, but then I'd have to stop the camera, start the camera, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing all that. So if it's too loud, just fast forward a second or two, and I apologize. I'm actually on my lunch break is one reason why I don't want to like take the time to fast forward or get that part of it out. So let's just do a few more pages. And I love, 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 love these. So this one is another one of the Tim Holtz. And I think one of these, I want to say Jessica sent to me in some Happy Mail. And I am loving it. Again, I have a hard time with hoarding stuff. I really wanted to hoard all of this stuff, but I know I probably shouldn't. So that's why I have decided to use it. Now, I may end up hoarding my Masterboards because these are another thing that I just honestly like to get my book out and just look through it and look at all of my Masterboards. I love doing that. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but it's just something very satisfying about looking through them and seeing the Masterboards, and I don't know, I love it. So you see, I really don't pay attention. I just put the stuff down, and I think it works well that way because I can definitely overthink something in a hurry. I am very bad about that. And I don't want to overthink it. I just want to throw it down there, and wherever it goes, that's where it goes. And we're almost done with this one. Alright, now let's get the little heat tool back out to this one. This is, to me, this is very fun. I am not good at Masterboards, but I can tell you that I definitely enjoy doing this kind of stuff because there's some days where I just want to do something, but I don't want to have to think. Like, I don't want to have to think about measurements or where something needs to go, or I don't know. There's some days that I just really need to just sit down and just glue or cut, you know, anything like that. And doing this, it kind of lets me do that, because I don't have to worry, like I said, because it's not going to be used as one big sheet. I don't have to worry about where I'm putting everything. I can just throw it on there, and a lot of times that's exactly what I do. I just kind of throw it on there, and I love it. So I'm just going to get me a few little strips of this. And I will tell you guys, if you do Mod Podge and you have not bought these brushes, I highly recommend them. And y'all know I am all about Dollar Tree stuff, and I used to use the foam brushes from Dollar Tree to do this. Well, after I broke down and bought these, oh my goodness, game changer. So that's just that was a freebie for you guys. See, I didn't even charge y'all for that little piece of advice. Isn't that sweet of me? And you can see, like, my Masterboards, they've got different colored pages, you know, because they're all different ages. They're going all sorts of different directions, and I do that so that whenever I cut it, there's not a specific direction, because I need it to be that way so that when I cut it, I can cut it without stressing and worrying. And that's one reason why I do it that way. I just want to be able to use my Masterboards in the most efficient way, I guess you could say. And again, this is just the backing off of the napkin, and I just put it down because I like how it softens the page. I love the texture that it gives to the page. I love it, you know, and again, it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things, I guess it's like personal preference. You can put on here pretty much whatever you want. Some of these I'll go back in and I'll ink splatter on. Some of them I'll go back in and add labels or stamps on before I cut them. Others I will do absolutely nothing at all to. I mean, it just, I guess it all depends on what mood I'm in too. Because sometimes I feel like doing a lot more to them, and then other times I don't want to do anything to them. And so that's the beauty of it. It's just pretty much whatever I feel like doing. And again, you can see they look really cute, even just like this. And I'll do a few more, and then what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll cut one that we've layered some of this stuff on and just see what we can do with it. And you can use glue stick to put this kind of stuff down. I've just found that I like to use the matte Mod Podge, and mainly because my pages are so brittle because they're so old, that I like the way the Mod Podge, and I like the matte because it doesn't have that shiny finish, but I feel like it kind of protects my papers. And you know, some of these pages are extremely brittle. And I don't want, you know, I know that I'm going to cut them, and I know I'm going to use them for different things, but I don't want to just purposely them come apart. I would rather kind of take care of the papers as much as possible, and then if I need them to come apart, I can take them apart or cut them or anything like that. But if I don't need to do anything with them, I like having this protection on them. And you can layer tissue paper on these. You can layer napkins. And I have a ton of napkins, but you know, we had all that moving last year. I don't know where all of my napkins are at. And I don't want to go out and buy any more because I know I have a ton. So I'm going to try to find them, because I've got some really pretty napkins that would look good on here. But again, it's trying to find them is going to be the fun part. And see how quick and easy this comes together. I mean, it's just very quick, very easy. Again, it's no like real thought that it has to go into it. And I love that. Guys, I really love that. There are times that I need that. I need to just sit down and be able to craft and not have to worry about thinking about things. I mean, I have to do so much with my job that by the time I get to a point where I can sit down and craft, I don't want to have to think about anything at all. And that piece just didn't look like it was quite on there good enough, so I just added a little bit more of my Mod Podge. And I don't care if it's wrinkled, that doesn't bother me, because that just gives more to the rusticness of, I don't even know what you would say, gives more to the character of the page. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. So let me get that dry, and then we'll move on to the next page. And you see me putting my hand over it, and that's just to kind of feel to make sure that it's dry. Like that was a little sticky, so I need to get that a little bit more dry. But that's pretty much it. I mean, and you see how quick and easy it is to get it to dry. There's just not much to do in this, but it's just fun. Alright, so let's put this down. We're just going to start laying the stuff down so that we can get done. And I'm going to put this whole thing down, just like that. And you can even collage on these, like after you've made them into your tag or your journal card, you can lay a napkin down over the whole thing. And just do it just like that if you wanted to. And I may do that with some of the ones that I don't do the collage on. I may end up doing something like that to them. And I'm going to put quite a bit on this one, because I really love the texture that this gives to the Masterboard. So you see I'm putting a lot of stuff on this one. And you can also do something like this, like if you notice there's a word in there that you're really not fond of, which, you know, there were a couple, and because these books are very old, and so there were a few words that were kind of offensive, and so I just took and covered them to where the words cannot be seen. And so that's all you have to do. You can use it, you know, to hide stuff like that. Let's put a piece of this down. Yeah, I told y'all we're going to fill this page up right on top of the other one, and I'm good with that. That does not bother me at all, because it just gives more to the character of it. And let's put one more little one down, and then we'll dry this one. And with the Tim Holtz stuff, you can leave it in the roll and just take the roll off and put on here. But I kind of cut out or tore out each of the individual like elements, because I like to be able to place it down in the different places where I want it. And so you'll see like these have been torn, like this come off the black and white roll and this come off the bird roll. So I'm able to like mix and match them, and I love doing that. And this one might take just another second or two to dry, because I did put quite a bit down on it. But that's okay. You guys can sit and listen to me and my heat tool. Sure. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I've been very tired lately. I don't know if I'm not getting enough nutrients, you know, to keep my energy levels up. I don't know, but I'm just extremely tired. And so even my brain is tired. It's not like just my body is tired. My brain is tired. Like, I don't want to think. I don't want to have to think about doing anything. It's just too much. It's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need to think about that. Just let me do something that I can just do, like muscle memory type stuff. Because I'm too tired to have to deal with it. I know I'm not the only one that gets like that. Please tell me I'm not. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if I was, because I'm kind of crazy. And I'm dropping my heat tool. I'm trying not to hit my cat with it. My little naked baby has sat right here with me the entire day. She has not moved from my lap while I've been sitting here working. And the first time I turned the heat tool on, you know, she kind of startled a little bit. And then the next few times I turned it on, she was like, okay, whatever, Mom. Like, she knows Mom's not going to do anything that would hurt her, so she doesn't worry. And see, like this piece here, this butterfly, I just tore the butterfly in half because I thought it would look cute. Because it's going to end up not being a whole butterfly anyway when I go to use the tags. Did I do that the wrong way? I think I did, but oh well. Either way, it's fine. It works. And I'm just, again, just putting stuff. I don't care if it goes over top of the other one. Doesn't bother me. Let's put, I'm dropping some of my papers. And I'm just going to put this plain piece of napkin right there. And see, it kind of, I like how it done on the butterfly. Ooh, I like it. And see, it's got some wrinkles in it, which I'm good with. And let's put this little piece right here. Oh, poo. It's got the name of the napkin in it. Oh, well. We'll do something with it. We'll put a label on it if I need to. Alright, let's draw that and then see what else we can do real quick. And then we'll call it done. Yeah, look, I love the way that the tissue paper and the napkins make a like a masterboard. I love the way it makes it feel. It gives it almost like a crunch to it. Love it. So I'm just trying to dry it pretty decently. I don't want it sticking to the back of the other one. And so I'm just checking to see how dry it is. I mean, you see, it really doesn't even take but just a few seconds for it to dry. So you could do it without a dryer or heat tool, because just do it, leave it for a few minutes, and come back to it, and it'll be fine. Because it doesn't, you know, if you put a lot of the Mod Podge down, then yes, you might need to dry it or wait a little while or something, but I'm not putting that much down. You know, the coats that I'm putting down are really thin, and I think that's because of this brush. I don't know how, it said something about the short bristles, so maybe it's the bristles that make it so much better. I don't know, but I like it. I know that, and that's kind of crazy, because I'm normally not one, you know, I'm normally one to say, hey, go to the Dollar Tree, save your money. But I would say go get you some of these Mod Podge brushes if you're doing Mod Podge, because it has been very good. Then when you get done with it, you just rinse it out with water, warm water and some soap, and it's just as soft as it was when you got started. So let's do a couple more pieces on this one, and then we will dry it, and then probably go back to the front and get one that we've worked on already done, and pull it out and see what we can make with it. I'm just putting them, you know, let's just go ahead and finish this one up. I'm just using all of this stuff. Again, I'm going over top of the others. I don't care. That's perfectly fine. Let's do the other half of Butterfly. Let's do him up here somewhere. And I'm putting it right on top of the blank napkin. And then let's put some more blank tissue paper down, or napkin, whatever this stuff is called. Let's just put it right here. See, I'm just throwing it down. I mean, it don't matter. That's the fun of it. It really don't matter. And I have to tell y'all, I love doing this. Like, I've never been a fan of doing masterboards because I've never been comfortable doing them. But I can tell you guys that I am loving this part of it. And I love having a masterboard book like this to where I can just pull from it. And then when I'm, have extra pages, I can just glue them down in there. Alright, so we're going to call that page done. I'm going to crumple this stuff back up, put it back in my bag, and it will be there. And I don't care that it's all crumbled up because it just makes it wrinkly and makes it that much better for the next time. Because when it's wrinkly like that, you get all those ripples and ridges in it, and it just adds to it. So I'm just putting that down in there. Now I'll rinse my brush out when I'm done. Just make sure you rinse your brush out really good. That's the biggest money saving thing, is making sure your brush is clean. Alright, so now I need to just dry this. Now this might be a little more, because I put a lot on this one. But I love it. Look how cute. And then you get all the crinkles. Like, I know what I'm going to do with the one that we tear out and use. I may make an envelope with it. Yeah, and see, that's dry. Alright, so we're done with the heat tool. Alright, so let's open this back up. And let's go. Should we just do this first one? Let's do the first one. And so see, I just tear it out. It's there. It is done. I mean, that's the beauty of it, is like, it's so easy to use, and they're all right there together. Oh, and if you guys saw my video about my new trimmer, that rotary tool thing, I couldn't get used to it. I didn't like it. I took it back, and I bit the bullet, and I bought this bad boy. And I love this one. Love this one. So now I just want to trim this. I'm going to trim it right here because I think that's where the last of this stuff is. Yep, and let me trim it even all the way around. And then we can figure out how I need to cut it. Because it may, because I didn't get all the way to the edge in some places. So we'll just make it even. And then we can figure out how we want to cut it. Look at that. How pretty is that? See, I don't want to do anything with it now. Okay, so if I want my envelope like that, let's do it. Let's do it at maybe like 5.5 inches. But I want more of that bird thing in it. So I'm going to cut it right here, which is just on this side of that bigger label. See, this is why I always cut them upside down if I'm cutting them for like tags or something. Because I will try to plan it too much. Okay, let's see how that works. And so I can just take this. Oh yeah. But I want this more like that. So I am going to need to cut off part of that. I want to cut off part of that bird. See, this is why, now y'all know why I always turn it over to cut it. Because y'all see how I'm already overthinking this. And this is just an envelope, and I'm already overthinking it that much. So I want it to come like that. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Let me get my bone folder there. And then I want this to come down about like that. And I'm just trying to fold it even. I could score it, but y'all know I'm not going to. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's see. See if we can round the corners a little bit. And we don't need, let's go ahead and round the corners here too. It ain't going to make that big of a difference, but we'll do it. And I do want a little thumb pull, not a very big one. Just a little one. Oh shoot, this is my broken one. Where's my good one? Alright. Well, I don't know where it is. So we're going to do the next best thing. Because it's probably over on the shelf where it's supposed to be. And I don't feel like getting up and getting it. So I'm just going to do the next best thing. Which it may not be that great, but we're going to do it anyway. So if you don't have a hole punch, just use the bottom of a bottle or something. And it works. Alright, let's ink it up a little bit. And I am going to use Vintage Photo. I love it. It's so pretty, guys. This is beautiful. So this is some of the things that you can do with these collage masterboards. There's so much more you can do with them. But this one's one of the quick and easy things that you can do with it, is just make it into envelopes. And especially after you've collaged on it, it's got a very nice thick texture. I can't even talk. And I love the way it feels and sounds. It's lovely. It's loverly. Alright, let's glue it shut. I don't have that even, or else I don't know. It may be even and I'm just seeing crooked. Who knows? Just getting my Barely Arts. And I'm just going to glue it right down each side. Boom. That is so pretty. I mean, and there's not, you really don't even need to do anything else to this. You can, of course, but does it actually need something else? No. I mean, look, it's beautiful. And then this we can cut into tags, so let's do that. Let's see. Let's do maybe 4 inches. And you'll see how this, I'm so bad with stuff like this, because y'all see I don't even have it up on my desk all the way, but that's what I do. Y'all know I do crazy stuff like that. And this, let's fold it into a little booklet. And I'm just going to round the corners. And so we have a little booklet here. And I wish the bird was on the front, but it's not. And I don't know how I could get him on the front. I mean, what I could do is tuck this in a journal and tuck this inside of a pocket. Hang on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, like if I were to put this in my book, in my journal, and say I done it as like a tuck or a pocket or something, then I could take and slide this in like that. And so it'd still be like a little journal card. The bird would be showing the way I want it, and then you could take it out and journal on it. Or, never mind, I just know what I want to do now. I just seen what I wanted to do. Y'all know how crazy I am. Y'all know how my mind thinks. Or maybe y'all don't, because if y'all did, y'all be scared. We just done a double pocket on this envelope. How cute. That is so stinking cute. Okay. Now, I don't know where my tag punch is. Apparently it got put up too. So, because I don't feel like having to figure out the size of the corners, we're going to take this tag here that I've already, I think this was a pre-made tag. You put this back in, and I'm going to cut this off. I'm just going to flip it around like that and cut that side off as well. And I need to do the same thing for this one. Just cut that. Same thing for this side over here. Okie dokie. Let's ink it up a little bit. I can even ink the back. And you could coffee stain the back if you wanted to, but I don't want to. I don't care. I'm good with it just like it is. Look at that, guys. Now that's cute. And that's just using one sheet of the Collage Masterboard. And that's all it is. And so we could stick this one back here. And then we have this piece here. We're just going to make, Lord help me, y'all did not see that. I'm just going to round these corners and just make this into like a little journal card. Ink it up a little bit. Ink the back a little bit. You know, gotta do the back too. And then I'm just going to stick this right down in there. Then we've got this piece here. I don't want to throw it away. So what can we do with this? We can make this into like a little bookmark. Let's do that. So this will be like a little bookmark. So we're just going to glue it together. Just like that. Let's put this back in our glue. And let's get it all burnished down really good. And then I want to round the top. I don't want to round the bottom, just the top. Let's see if I can do it. Go in there. Do this side. And then I have this little bitty punch right here. And we got us a little hole punched in it. Let's ink it up. Just like that. And I know I have a little piece of ribbon. Where's it at? I am just grabbing a piece of ribbon over here. Let's see. I thought I had a different ribbon. We may have to use that one. We'll just use that one so I don't have to keep digging in there. So I'm just going to grab a little piece of ribbon out. Let's just cut it here. Well, get it together, Betty Renfro. Alright, hopefully that hole's big enough I can put that through. Maybe not. We're going to get it one way or the other. You can go in willingly or you can go in forcefully, buddy. But you going in. One way or the other, you going in. Maybe. You just got to force it. Ha ha, I won. And then I'm just going to pull it through like that. Look, guys, how cute. Okay. So yeah, see? Okay. We're going to call it done because this video is longer than I thought it would be. And I apologize for it being a little longer, but I did want to show you what you can do with some of those after you've done your collage masterboards and you've either, put stuff on them or not. Either way. So let me just set this back over there and move some of this stuff out to where I can lay this down so you guys can see what we've done. Look at all that mess. Ooh, see, that's the other thing is I can make a mess like it's nobody's business. I know how to make a mess on this desk. And the bad thing is I do it all around my desk. Like I want everything that I use and work with, I want it right here at me. So when I get done for the afternoon or evening, I have a mess to clean up. All right, that's good enough for now. So what we done today, we added some of the collage elements to the collage masterboard, and then we pulled one out and we made this super cute envelope with a pocket on the front and the back. We've got 2 tags. So there's a tag there and a little journal card. And that keeps the envelope closed too. And then we've got a tag there. And then we also made a super cute little bookmark to go with it. So there you go, guys. How cute is that? I love it. All right, let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.